I think there's a few mistakes that apologists can slip into, and I'd have to say these are probably all mistakes that I've slipped into in my own ministry too. I think one mistake that apologists can make is that we can be so busy explaining the truth of the gospel, we can lose sight of the wonder of the gospel. So we can get very excited in a kind of intellectual sense about, new evidence that's been discovered for the reliability of the Bible or something like that. But if we're not careful, it's just titillating our intellect and it's not really feeding our hearts. And so I think it's really important that we soak ourselves in Scripture, that we love the gospel and that we want to speak warmly about the gospel. The gospel is true, but it's also wonderful and it's powerful, and we shouldn't lose sight of that. Apologists sometimes are in danger of emphasizing the truth of the gospel and losing sight of its wonder and its power. We need to hold all of those three things together. And I think that then bears out in the talks that we give. As an apologist, I don't simply want to respond to people's objections, but I want to invite people positively to look at the person of Jesus. I want to commend the gospel to people. And so an apologetics talk shouldn't simply be about dismantling people's objections, but there should be a positive attraction to the person of Jesus that comes through it. Now, of course, depending on the talk that you're giving, you may have more or less scope to do that. A talk on science doesn't give you so much opportunity to explain the gospel. But I've learnt so much from others in this regard. John Lennox is a fantastic model of this, in that when he responds to people's questions, he always leaves a question to the end that will enable him to say something about Jesus and something about the gospel. So let's not lose that sight that we want to point people to Jesus in all of this. And let's not lose that sense of wonder that we have in the gospel as we seek to proclaim it. I think there's a dangers that we can fall into, but I think as apologists, let's soak ourselves in Scripture. Let's remind ourselves afresh daily of what Christ has done for us, and then let's seek in all that we do to be commending Christ to others.